All right, test 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Massmere here, and making sure like my mic was working. Anyways, welcome in for episode 3 for Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls. Tonight, guys, we're going to be tackling the Knights of Doom episode. But alongside that, I will say that I did kind of look over on like the Valora side of things, because I'm of course like streaming on Valora again, and it did seem like my stream was like a little bit choppy on there. I'm gonna keep the stream going, of course, just to see if maybe like the VOD of it once it's done, see if like the VOD is any different, just to make sure it's not like just like something like one of those cases where it's like I'm just, pretty much from the source it looks like more choppy compared to like maybe the output and everything. But I checked it on my phone as well, and it seemed like it was like a little bit all over the place. But also I think it could be I just need to try to set my bit rate a little bit higher, because I got like a 7500 in OBS, but I might need to set it up towards 8000, because the problem is with Valora said the minimum should be like 8000 for 60 for 1080 at 60 FPS. But problem is that the main issue I'm having is that Twitch recommends like a maximum of 8,000, or they say I think it's 8,000 is I think supposed to be like a hard cap, because the main thing is if it goes too far above that, it could end up dropping the stream and everything. So I might just have to set 8,000 and hope for the best. Because the main problem is that back when I was using 8 to multi-stream for stuff before, I originally had made the mistake of trying to use YouTube as the primary platform, because with YouTube I could set the thing to 10,000. The problem was that I was having issues my streams dropping because Twitch couldn't handle that much. So I heard that thing with Twitch partners, I think apparently it can actually set theirs even higher. But the main thing I'm gonna try to do is just maybe because tomorrow's I'm off from streaming, but I may possibly find some time somewhere, maybe try to do a little small test stream to see how things go. But I'm just gonna check the VOD afterwards. Or best case scenario, I'll just go ahead and set it to 8,000, and then we'll see how things go when we try to do Grounded on Saturday, and hopefully it'll just work. We'll see. But at the very least, it seemed like the stream was running. I'm not dropping any frames or what. I think it was just pretty choppy. But one of the key things also is that it kept on trying to set it to ultra low latency, and that might be the issue, because I'm not actually trying to run the streams at ultra low latency. I'm just trying to set them to it could be a thing if someone else is watching, they just set low latency and everything. I don't know, there's like a way I can just kind of turn it off to where like it would just like have like a standard, like more of a standard one where it'll just kind of like a little bit of a trade off of seconds. Because I'm not trying to use like, I think they got like something it's called like a whip protocol or whatever, which is like will pretty much make like the chat instantaneous, more or less, or almost instantaneous. But I'll figure it out. I guess I'll check like the VOD after the stream, see how it looks, and we'll go from there. But for now, guys, yeah, episode 3 for Marvel Tōkon. We're gonna be tackling the Knights of Doom DLC tonight. I keep saying DLC episode tonight. Because after this, we'll have 3 more episodes to go for this, and I'll pretty much be done with like my main series for this. Cause I just want like the main thing I was gonna do is just go through each episode, and then from moving forward, there may be like little like streams of it here and there where me and Mickey D43 like throw down, or I use it to play on charity streams. But the main thing I'm trying to do is get through tonight's episode, and then I want to go through, of course, do the one for the Avengers, the X-Men, and the Amazing Guardians. And I'm trying to get, I think like from what I could gather, I think like the final because I'm trying to get all that completed before Marvel's Wolverine comes out. And I think from what I've seen, I think like I'll be finishing up finish this up pretty much. I think like the week before that. We'll see. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get this booted up. And also, hopefully tonight, guys, the overlay looks a little bit better. Again, like me being on Valor, I did have to like change my overlay, like actually start using an overlay. But I did do a little bit of like working around with things last night. So you guys will see it's more rectangular now, so it should have like a more proper aspect ratio. I did kind of tweak things a little bit, so it's more rectangular instead of square. So it should definitely like be a whole lot better. It looks like I think it looks like a lot cleaner, like much less compressed. It looks like much better. So that's the main thing. I want to make sure I still have my chat down here, which I just noticed. Is my chat working? Hold up. Maybe because I switched scenes. Ah, crap. It's always something. My chat's not working. Let me see if it's working on live stream. Oh, boy. There's always something, Rogues. Let me check Mix It Up, see what's going on there. Why'd this happen? Let me see. Of course this happens. Like everything else is going fine, and then so I try to like fix the chat just for something else to go wrong. Yeah, I fixed this at least, but now the chat's not working. Why is it doing this? Let me try like putting the I'll try a little something else here. Let me try putting the I mean, I got this loaded in. It should be working. Yeah, of course, like, things were... I mean, it's right there where it's supposed to be. Hang on, I'm trying to, like... Unbelievable. Let me try... Matter of fact, is Mix It Up itself even work? Yeah? Why is it always me? Yeah, I mean, this is BS. Like, there's no reason for it not to be working. I got everything set up there, and why would it be doing this? This is so strange. I mean, everything is right here, and it's, like, not just decided just to not work. I'm trying to, like, see if... Yeah, sorry, I switched over to this one, guys. I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Let me try, like, just putting the overlay back up. I mean, this is BS, though. Everything, I mean, I go through trying to get everything else set up and set up, like, a whole new chat overlay, and then afterwards this happens. Let me, let me make sure, like, it's actually still connected. Oh, that's good to go. I promise we're gonna get to the game in a second anyway, guys. I just hate this is going on. Like, I did this as a workaround for some of the other stuff that's going on, and then it just came up in with its own problems. Let me try testing the connection real quick. Yeah, I mean, see, it's showing right there, so it's connected. It's just not showing the chat. Okay, I'm gonna try exiting OBS or exiting Mix It Up and go back in. Hopefully that does. Oh, what the fuck? No, it worked after I shut OBS, after I shut Mix It Up down. If it, like right when I was it's like Mix It Up, I was like, no, wait, hold on, fam, no, I'll work. Now, too late now. Start back up and work, then we'll talk. That's just typical rogues. That's just, I'm sorry. Hopefully it works when I boot it back up. That makes no sense, though. Maybe I like moving forward during my streams. I need to like just try to. Hopefully, guys, this will be a short-term solution so I can actually get something. You know, it's more stable. No offense to the devs that Mix It Up, but I'm not gonna have y'all's bot trolling me when I'm live. Now, it's not fair. All right. What do you mean you're plotting? Okay, that's concerning. What is she plotting? Okay. It's working out, at least. All right. So I guess moving forward, probably I'll just have to make sure, like, when I start a stream, just do a quick, test, like, command, test thing. I'll Mix It Up. Make sure it's working. But at least it's working out, rogues. No problems now. Should have been doing that. You understand. Well, hopefully it involves my shredder figure. If y'all know, you know. If you're on Discord, you know. I want my shredder figure. And also, I forgot, y'all notice the Donnie figure's missing? I don't even know where he went. I put moving stuff around. So yeah, the Donnie figure, I was like, wait, he's missing. But yeah, I don't know what the hell y'all are up to. I'm kind of concerned. Because Mac already got me that storm chasing game, the tornado funnel runners or whatever, so. Alright, let's just get on in here. And just see what Doom's basic ass gets up to, because we know we're gonna hear some kind of things gonna start with Doom this or Doom that. You know for a fact he's gonna mention it. He's gonna make sure we remember his fucking name. I was actually thinking about doing a bingo card thing. So here's what we're gonna go with, rogues. What we're gonna do for this bingo card for this. Within probably the first 10 minutes, Doom is gonna do some kind of proclamation of, speaking in the first person or the third person to try to just state just how much of a big fucking deal he thinks he is, which he is. He backs up his claims and everything. He's gonna say his own name at one point. I have that feeling everything's gonna happen. Green Goblin's are gonna probably try to betray him. Magneto's gonna go on a tirade about how he's only doing this for mutant kind, and Carnage is gonna just be Carnage. Alright, Daughter Doom, staunch ruler of the Kingdom of Latveria, is blindsided by a sudden arrival of the champion. His great shock is a complete disinterest the champion shows in Doom while threatening to destroy theirs. See, we ain't even started yet and he's making it about him. We haven't even started, and the first damn thing we're seeing right here is Doom is pissed off because the champion ignored him. We have not even got in this yet, and I'm already seeing what the plot is. He wants to go kick the champion's ass because the champion ignored him. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, I cannot wait to see this. Okay, we're having to, watch this again. I can't believe, of course it's Doom. So I guess we gotta watch, the whole thing here with, the Shi'ar getting wiped out, for you, because there's Deathbird and... Or was that Deathbird or Spot? I'm pretty sure it was Deathbird. I can say that every time. No dang well it's Deathbird. Because we know because, seeing the champion just those shoes. I like how he's wearing a pair of sneakers. But like I've emphasized before, just the fact of seeing this dude wreck Gladiator, because the main things people know Gladiator from was the old X-Men cartoon when he just pretty much just chucked Juggernaut like he was nothing. I think it's gonna be the same thing every time. Sorry guys, I'm going to skip it just 'cause we've seen this before. If you guys want to see this, y'all can watch the previous episode. Doomstat. I'm just waiting for it.
Stop. You.
I'm just waiting for it.
Are out of two. Doom is a polymath, master of the mystic arts and
I told you guys.
but that is only a portion of his gifts.
Not even 5 minutes in.
Doom also has perfect pitch.
I knew it was coming. I knew within 5 minutes he was gonna pull that shit.
Concentrate on your breathing. Also, cease your weeping. While I take your terror as a compliment, you must remember, I am a just and loving tyrant, and Latveria is as harmonious as the choral piece I composed. Listen to its words. I am the great protector.
I mean,
It would be far better if the whole world rested in my iron palm.
Disruption detected.
that's the thing I'll say about Doom. He treats his people well, even if like the whole concept behind like Latveria is they have to like basically kiss his ass, like, you know, pretty much, you know, for that. That's the thing, you know, pretty much, you know. Let me pause it real quick. So sorry, like disrupt things, but think we were at that spot right there. So the thing about Doom Rogues is that, as far as like Latveria is concerned, I mean, I don't know how many of y'all actually really like know the lore behind it, but his people are treated very well. Like, you know, they pretty much, you know, have like absolutely amazing health care. They're provided for. Like, once I think it's the whole thing, there might be a thing where they gotta like pay their way. They basically gotta like pay their dues and all that. But really, Doom treats them so well, like much better than Latveria compared to like where a lot of other places in the world like treat people and everything. I think there was like one of the comic books where I think it was like a Panther God or wherever. It was something to do with Black Panther. Pretty much looked into Doom's soul or whatever, and they didn't like Doom, but they did actually agree in the sense that the world actually would have been a better place under his rule. I mean, the problem is that of course it would have been like he said, rule under Iron Fist. But one key thing about Doom, I guess, like the whole thing with Latveria is that, like I said, his people are treated really well. You know, they got great health care. They're provided for. You know, the people, and the thing is, the people love Doom. You know, he's absolutely, you know, just genuinely, you know, absolutely beloved by his people and everything. But the problem with it is, a lot of times, like usually how it goes, is that they kind of have to, because they basically they have to worship him. They have to pretty much, you know, just sing his praises. And they're kind of like what you saw right there. But, you know, you also saw he could easily just like tore that dude's throat out, but he gave him another chance. Said, you know, you're out of tune. You know, stop your weeping and everything. You know, he kind of was condescending towards him. But that's the thing. Doom is like a very condescending, self-centered jackass. But, you know, a lot of times he does tend to like actually, you know, back it up. The only thing is, like, you know, it's really the whole thing with him is that he is pretty much he's a dictator, and he actually admits he's a tyrant. But really, a lot of like the whole thing with him is that he's just you know, he treats people well, but he also, like, his ego, unfortunately, a lot of it, like him treating them well is just they can talk highly of him so he can actually stroke his ego. But he's not necessarily entirely evil for the sake of being evil. I mean, it's just like, you know, he's done things such as like in the comics and things, like he pretty much had a whole thing with Mephisto where he would pretty much go like, you know, challenge Mephisto, and every time he like, you know, pretty much for the soul of his mother, and every time he lost, the people in his country would hate him even more. And for Doom to basically do something where he ended up being hated willingly, where it shows you how much he loves his mom. But anyways, sorry about that. I just kind of like, you know, started nerding out. But I'll try not to pause things moving forward. I just like had a moment there. It's like Juggernaut's my favorite villain, but I still will say, like, you know, I'll die on the hill saying that Doctor Doom is the best like Marvel villain out there.
Congratulations, citizens of planet Earth! You've been selected for an amazing opportunity. Welcome to...
I don't know if I should skip
the
them.
Challenge of the Champion! Your best, bravest, and...
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this because it showed this one too. Okay, this should... Okay, now it's doing this. We'll watch the opening cinematic. Just gotta like it. And I'm just trying to watch what I skipped, because it did, and that was the things we did see before. I'm just trying to get onto the story. Now at least cut down on the time a little bit. At least I check one thing off the bingo card now, though. And I really do hope they do actually do some pop figures for some of them. Or at least just like some standard Marvel Legends figures. I will totally get the Iron Man one, just gotta love his armor in this game. I mean, because so many of them have, like, you know, such awesome designs. Some of them being, like, you know, more traditional. But I like how they do kind of, like, you know, put, like, little, like, you know, spins on some of them. Like, obviously, Iron Man's definitely, like, screams, like, you know, tokusatsu or whatever. Like, definitely, you know, kind of, or you know, Super Sentai, like Kamen Rider. I mean, like, Iron Man's armor basically is, like, one of the most anime-looking things out of them. All right, now we actually get to the...
Doombot. How may I serve you, glorious creator? I am expecting an invite. Where is it? There has been no such delivery, O Doom. No one snubs Doom. No one.
I thought he just got ignored. He outright didn't even get invited.
I'll locate this impertinent champion. Ah, an orbital base.
That's friggin' hilarious.
Foolish grandiosity. Doombots, bring me my finest cloak.
Oh, Super Scroll. All right, and, looks like Ronin. This is great.
Doom alone is this world's protector.
Yeah, definitely, Ryan. You get it.
Matches his perfection.
My rules are clear. Any transgression and your world forfeits.
A coward would do that. And only a fool would threaten that which is Doom's. Destroy the world? Destroy me first.
I'm loving this.
Why not?
Oh shit! I gotta fight the champion here. But I like how basically Doom just went there, just stood on business. He doesn't give a damn how powerful this guy is. He's pissed off as he got snubbed. I like how he said, "Destroy the world, destroy me first." Like he actually is basically saying that the world is his. I guess he just takes that offense with the fact, like, oh, this guy destroys the planet. He can't, like, Doom can't rule it.
Brace yourself. Final round.
All right. Okay, and this is my first time playing. Oh shit. Okay, you know what? You are so beneath Doom. Yeah, we're not starting that this time, buddy. Okay, Doom's fun. And of course, it's just typical that Doom would be the one that would go and challenge the end-game boss at the start of the game. Oh.
Resisting me is the true arrogance. What a rush. Take me. Take this.
Doom is fun to play as.
And now you see why all kneel before Doom.
The worst thing you could have done is lose that fight.
I imagine they do. Reasonably impressive.
I think the champion let him win.
You're unharmed.
Of course. I am the champion. But your modest aptitude bodes well for your world. If you think yourself strong enough, seize an invite. Perhaps if you do well, you'll claim a prize. Now, leave me.
Oh, that's not gonna sit well.
Base, nope.
If you teleport him, or just...
Catastrophic damage.
We are not gonna hear the end of this one.
Servos engaged.
Wait for it, Rogues. Crash out incoming.
Very well.
Oh,
Doom will find a team to
he
lead.
took that surprisingly well.
Doom is a king amongst men. And a king.
Appreciate you, Rizzy. Thank you so much. Amber, can you get a shout out for Rizzy real quick? Exclamation point, SO, and then you type her name. I think that's how it should work.
Magneto. I know you're here, hiding from your enemies. Rejected by your people.
It's going good just watching Doom just mouth off and everything.
Fight alongside Doom.
You are everything I fight against.
Okay, yeah, just space it out. You almost had it, just space it.
Humanity poured into a
Yeah, it needs a space. It should work. If that is work, just tag her. I'm trying to like teach you how to do some of this stuff anyway.
That I do not kill you for your impudent tongue shows I am better than you believe. I will win this children's game.
It's all good.
And turn it to our mutual advantage.
I will never work with you.
He's gonna switch it and say you're working with him.
Know how
There it goes.
mutants are treated.
Like what she was last playing
Mike's
Minecraft.
head,
Oh,
potion
shit.
of invisibility,
I forgot that
turtleneck.
happens. Hold on a sec, Rogues. You're on the spot, Rizzy.
You're looking like you maybe gone a little batty there, Mike. I am Batman.
I forgot it actually displays like a
Thank you
thing.
very much. Thank you. Let me then. I'll be Mike.
All right, there you go. I forgot it actually displays this because I haven't done a shout out in a bit. But
Loyal servants.
yeah, go follow Rizzy, guys.
Servants.
Is Doom just gonna get knocked out of everywhere he goes?
They're slain.
Yeah, it just released. Doom's gonna get bitch slapped every place he goes in this place. Well, basically. That's probably what it was.
Brace yourself. Final round.
But I knew that Magneto was gonna basically say something about like, you know. Okay, he's not. I don't think he's happy with me being here.
You escape now. This is my spike. There's no escape. How can this be?
Well, you started, Maggie. Don't you do it. Ah, shit. Okay. I like it over there, and we're going back. No, I said we're going back. I appreciate you, Rizzy.
I was saying before you interrupt.
Yeah, it's gonna probably be about like maybe 2 or so hours on this.
Not slaves.
Because I know if it's the same length as the one I did for the Samurai Outriders.
Serve Doom. If they are slaves, you may as well say everyone in Latveria is a slave.
Many would.
I protect Latveria, and I would rather protect the whole world. Join my cause. They will hate us, but they will live because of us.
I'm loving the way his theme picks up every time.
You know I will do what is required to win.
Like when he starts ranting, his whole theme pops in. It's beautiful.
X-Men.
You ask me to make a deal with the devil.
I do. So let's make it an actual deal. I have faced this champion and learned there this contest includes a prize for the victors.
Wait for it.
I will use it to give you your dream. A mutant nation.
Another one for the bingo card.
Very well. For the mutants. I do it for them.
Okay, now we just need Green Goblin to betray them. Or try to. And Carnage to do carnaging.
We need, but no invite. The X-Men had one. I asked to join them, but was rejected. We could take theirs.
No. I have been using my peerless intellect to track these invites. There is one in New York, in the hand of one who can be useful to us.
I'm loving how Doom is basically just trying to go steal someone else's invite. And I'm betting I know which one it is. Yep, I know the theme.
Goblin, come out! You have an invite.
It says someone, the freaking Green Goblin gets invited and your ass doesn't.
Hey, it's mine! I stole it fair and square.
So, okay, never mind. Goblin stole it.
Just steal it back.
Steal it back you never had in the first place.
Steal, Doom merely takes what is his.
Is that like me? See, I don't steal in games. When I rob a body, I'm not stealing, I'm helping them share.
I'm using it.
With what team?
No longer.
We gonna go get like Shocker and Chameleon and everything to help you?
Has a lure to get Spider-Man here. Did you think there wouldn't be a trap?
Doom, please don't get... He's gonna get shot out of every building he goes into, and this is hilarious. This is friggin' hilarious. I like how just all this so far has been like Doom getting disrespected and just trying to brush it off.
Brace yourself. Final round.
You need my help. Stand back. Steel yourself. This is mine. Prepare yourself.
Alright. Oh, there we go. I wonder if Magneto's like as top tier as he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Okay, that's cool though. I like he just summons a whole bunch of metal just
Now, Goblin, your identity is a mystery to lesser minds. But you cannot hide your identity from my genius with a mere mask. Norman Osborn, presidential candidate.
Who is running on an anti-superpower platform. A category that includes mutants. A mistake.
Cease. I have use for him. We have little time. We have the invite, but it's meaningless without knights. He is a fighter. But without the mask, he is a mayor.
This is all part of your plan.
Of course it is.
And even if it wasn't, it still would be going according to Doom.
Now, you will take us into the raft. Open up cell Omega -7.
And
we will have our final night.
Are you serious? Him? He makes me look like Tinkerbell.
I'd like that him is like, you know, it's bad if Goblin like, you know, thinks someone out crazies him.
They voted me mayor, so I've got the keys to let him out. For all the good it'll do you. I've no idea how you can make Carnage do anything.
The bad thing is actually, like,
Doom does.
You shall be an executioner of heroes.
like all you gotta do is just give him like some bodies or whatever.
Tonight, we paint the town blood red.
I'm loving the voice though.
Spider-Man's guts as the paint.
You know, sound like he was like just trying to vocalize a whoopee cushion right then.
Doom knows what lies in the hearts of all. I offered him a job that is most pleasing to him.
Basically, just be himself.
Things I do for mutant kind.
I like how Carnage is so tall right there when normally he actually would probably...
You should know. Stealing an invite counts as cheating. The world should be forfeit.
We weren't cheating, we were helping them share.
Yet we stand here undisintegrated.
Yeah, the champion kinda likes it and is letting it slide, but... Don't cheat again. Serious warning. It'll cost you.
Lesser men cheat. Doom simply decides what the rules will be.
Oh, you are so deluded! Let me explain how this goes.
So, since we're on this thing right here, we already saw, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this team up here to speak. Last stream, I was like, you know, I couldn't deal with Deadpool because he was too chaotic. This one, I can't deal with Doom because he's like, because you know he's too focused on order.
The challenge of
Deadpool didn't make any rules. Doom is like basically saying, all right, fuck the rules, I'm changing them.
He loves fighting as much as I love a billion outfits. So why?
Like the fact that Doom is like changing the rules of a contest that he wasn't even invited to
Everyone?
is the most Doom thing ever.
Hey! Don't you dare even think about stepping on my
I'm concerned about this guy. I don't like this part because it's the same thing as like last time.
Yourself.
Trust me, I'm braced as I can be. Whatever. Wait, hold on. We're doing something different here? Here it goes. Hate this stupid thing. Well, I'm doing better than I did last time. But I have been practicing a little bit, all things considered. Probably I gotta get this. You know, I might stay corrected. Do I look like I'm playing Bubble Bobble to you? Yep, still hate this whole thing. This is ridiculous. Wait till I get this meter up. I'm gonna whoop. You ain't gonna like it. You know. Gladly. Screw it. Oh, you cheater. Okay, I gotta finish getting this meat. Wow. All right, whatever. Don't let me do it now. Let's see what these four get up to here. Just toss the whole freaking Kamehameha wave at her.
I've traveled the universe lining up bouts for the boss, and really? You're three of the worst people I've ever met.
What about Carnage?
Thank you.
I wonder if she means Magneto. Oh.
And one person who really should know better.
Oh.
But you qualify.
I like how she gave Magneto his flowers to an extent.
To everyone else.
Like, basically, he's the lesser of the evils, and he's basically lowered himself to pretty much... Which, technically, like I said, Doom isn't necessarily truly 100% evil and everything. It's just he's an asshole who doesn't know when to shut up.
Congratulations, denizens of planet Earth. Allow me to introduce your glorious champions.
But again, he backs it up at least, but...
Avengers.
I'm surprised, like, Doom didn't get thrown out of the raft, though.
X-Men.
I may play as the X-Men next. I'm not sure.
Guardians.
I may do a poll on YouTube to decide which ones I'll play as next.
Of Doom. Hiss. The Midnight
course, just typical Deadpool, where even when I'm not playing as this group, he's still like to make sure like the spotlight's on him. But now we're getting to the actual battles, though. I shouldn't be struggling as, I mean, that's the thing, because I did okay, like, during, like, you know, the Samurai Outriders one, but now I actually kind of understand some of the mechanics more.
Hey, we could have walked. Didn't need to teleport.
You usually fly around, don't at me. Okay, can we, is it like to kick him off the team?
It's my fault you're in the tournament. You stole my invite, Goblin. It's my responsibility.
Great power and otherwise.
This is a different side of you.
They got a history.
This is your responsibility, Doom. If we stayed where I was, my nice booby trap would have blown him into spider mints.
He's got spider sense instead of spider mints, so. Well, 3 for the bingo cards. Carnage is carnaging. Now he doesn't need that goblin betrayal. Carnage gets attack the opponent from afar by hitting the opponent with a symbiote and inflict them with necrosis. Necrosis. Ooh. He can power up his attacks.
Brace yourself.
Again, the pulsating. Of course, she's like blocking everything. I hate when they button read. Oh. Damn it, come here. So yeah, Carnage officially creeps me out. I just hope we do get Venom in this. Because I want us to actually have a chance to actually make them, because I would totally like you know, have fun like basically, you know, recreating Maximum Carnage in a way. Like having like Spidey and Venom versus Carnage. Oh! Wasn't planning that, but that works. Here we go. The voice actor for Carnage did a hell of a job. I'll say that straight up.
Great power.
Don't say it.
But not great enough against.
I thought we were going there.
At last, fun time.
I cannot believe I have been reduced to this.
Don't be a killjoy, Max. We just want to murder this freak. And what kills my joy is that Spider-Man's guts are still on the inside.
Yeah, take a rain check on that. Oh, Carnage is not gonna be happy.
We had him. Send us back.
No. When we have finished, you can kill your petty nemesis. Where are we? Ah, yes. Asgard. A heathen
I kind of see what Doom's doing here.
rule even this.
He's trying to keep Carnage on a leash. If Carnage gets what he wants or whatever, he won't be able to control him. But also, I feel like it's still maybe some of that Doom, the honor that Doom has.
I think you'll find it's these Samurai Outriders, parentheses, defeat Loki and parentheses, colon, the summer remix.
Will you just quit with that? This is Doom and his crew.
Yeah? And the truth? I've got a demon in my head, and it's telling me I should switch teams and join with these guys. Especially the guy who's a living blood clot. And you know what that means?
It means your demon's a fun guy?
No! It means that we're gonna do anything that it takes to kick your ass.
Truly, for that is what a real hero does.
Basically, you know, he like, goes around trying to do the right thing, so the demons tell him to switch sides, and he knows that they're not the people he needs to side with.
Really? You, defender of Asgard, spouting heroic banter? What scheme is this?
You are one calling the kettle black, considering like how much you think you're the hero.
That someone has stolen my brother away, and they think it's me. And if I don't win, I'm going to be punished. They have something planned. Something terrible, involving a snake, dripping venoms and entrails.
Don't say entrails, you're gonna get Carnage hot and bothered.
This is not your day, Loki. Doom will be no man's alibi.
Okay, I've been trying to like get the hang of using Nullify Shield. Okay. Hey! You know, anything you can do. Oh, sorry, I don't feel like chasing the rainbow. We're going back. Get your ass back. Come here, Loki, I want to talk to you. Really? Deadpool, stay out of this. All right, go bots, go get him.
It is a mistake. Resisting me is the true arrogance. Naturally, Doom could never lose.
You've done gotten your ass thrown at 3 different locations you've gone to. I mean, I wouldn't really be talking, Doom. I mean, it makes it like him getting thrown out of other people's places or whatever. It's almost as bad as Bowser getting kicked out of his own castle in Super Mario RPG. Which, for those that ain't played that, yeah, that was a thing. Like Bowser actually got booted out of his own castle, and that's why he teamed up with like Mario and them. And that shield is actually just good, just like just as a close range defense. How the hell did you do that? I'm just trying to like knock your ass away for like. And I like how you actually can throw him from the back and yeah, Doom actually can be pretty nasty if you actually know how to use him, which I don't really. But he's easy. He's pretty easy to use. See an Asgardian destroyer in the background.
No, please, I haven't done anything. Well, not this specific thing.
At least he's honest for once.
A beautiful piece. I can see why you guard it so closely.
He's about to steal it, isn't he?
It would be terrible for it to fall into unworthy hands.
Well, I like how it's supposed to be Asgardian destroyers shit, and you figure it would have saw him like yoink the jewel.
Really? You know, I'm feeling ripped off. I came here to murder 4 mutants.
Welcome in, Dave. I'm surprised Magneto didn't like deck Goblin right then.
I'm here to talk to Max, an old friend who should know better. It's not too late to turn away from this. You stand with Doom, with the Green Goblin.
Well, Goblin's worse when you think about it.
Carnage.
Carnage worse than Goblin. It's not Charles trying to say it like in a declining ladder there.
I asked to join you. You refused.
Are we hearing like Magneto throwing a
This is vile. But I shall.
That voice crack. You can tell Maggie was hurt right there. I asked to join you.
Very well. To me, my X-Men.
Just that it was a little more finesse there, Charles.
I'm so disappointed. I believed in you.
You do not understand. I will protect mutant kind from all dangers.
Hate to break it to you, bub. You're standing with Doom. Right now, you're the biggest danger to mutant kind.
You taught me, Magneto.
Eh.
Protected you. And now...
Just Doom being pious as hell. Magneto talking about doing what you need to do for like all mutant kind. Carnage being Carnage.
She is not herself.
Oh, you were one to talk.
Interesting. But first, the utter defeat of those arrogant and
Let me stop you right there. I mean, again, the pot calling the kettle black there.
to stand against Doom.
The guy like constantly like speaks in the third person, calling others arrogant. That is friggin'. Damn it, Amber. I want to know these things. Like I said, it better involve my shredder. Using mag fucking Nito. He'll control magnetic forces. He can take a technical approach to battle by gathering clouds of debris to gain advantage over. So basically, I made the Katamari Damacy jokes with Spider-Man with his ultimate. Magneto throws fucking Katamaris at them. This is rich. I didn't think about it. Magneto literally tosses fucking Katamaris at them.
Brace yourself. Round one.
Oh my god. La 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 la. Katamari Damacy. Apparently someone doesn't like my singing. You got one more time to stab me, woman. You know. Now he's making her into a Katamari. Oh, what the hell did I do in the background there? No, don't say that. Don't say that to Doom.
You feel nothing compared to the pain of mutant kind.
Yeah, Doom's been on brand with this.
Now you prepare yourself to sue them. I warned you. I summon your demise. But how?
Well,
There's no escape.
Forget this.
Children fight their fathers. Fathers forgive.
oh my god, you've been hanging around Dr. Doom too much.
I forgive you, X-Men.
He's not forgiving them.
Doom!
Don't worry. I have merely taken a little of what ails her. Doom is curious.
Magneto, don't do this. You can turn back.
Now that's what I was saying. Like you need to, like, you know, Doom is taking what's his.
When I win my prize, you'll thank me. A mutant nation. Ours at last. You'll look at me and say, Magneto was right.
They went that way. Well, that was a quote.
I guess we could have seen this one coming. In the end, it always comes down to heroes and villains. The worst of Earth can't represent the planet. We won't let it happen.
Yes! Hulk smash! Tomorrow the sun will rise thanks to me. We'll see who they think are heroes then.
Your delusion sickens me. After what you have done to Wakanda? Do you think we would ever consider you a hero?
And you know what's an unheroic trait? Indecision. Magic and technology. Come on, Doom. Pick a lane, Mr.
I like how so much media, so much of like, you know, Marvel stuff, like ever since Robert Downey, they use like voices similar to his.
Secret. Did you even graduate? I swear, Reed told me you're a dropout.
Like, so every time I hear like Spidey talking, Iron Man talking something over the past several years, it's basically immediately Robert Downey style. Makes me think like Robert Downey.
No, not yet. 3 of you are lost causes. But Magneto, listen.
I know everything is them saying, Magneto, you're better than this.
You like me. You know where men like Doom lead. Look at who you're standing with. These two are nothing more than killers.
Not just a killer.
At least he admits it.
I'm a murderer, a torturer, and a whole lot of other things.
A murderer is a killer, dumbass. Because I'm trying to, like, you know, right here, trying to, like, you know, reason.
I've had enough of your high-minded sanctimony. You're no better than us. Here's a wake-up call.
Norman Osborn.
Okay, that face is nightmare fuel.
I'm going to be the next president of the good old USA. And guess what? Then you're my captain.
Okay, now I am hearing Steve Bloom's voice. I heard, like, you know, he voiced Goblin, but I heard it more like when he was
Never.
in his Norman getup. There's just so much going on here, so my dialogue's been all over the place, guys. I'm sorry about that. Oh god, I gotta play as Goblin now. Isn't it freely moving through the air? He gains the access to new attacks while on the glider. I do like Goblin's design, though. Okay, this is actually mean as hell. Damn it, stop blocking. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're playing. All right, then. All right, Cap. Okay, now it's suddenly just random difficulty spike. Wow. Okay, that's it. Okay, make him button read everything. See, that's what I'm... Okay, that's it.
You're looking a little green. Nice ride,
Look how like he's just showing off his whip. All right, my turn. You know what? Doom, can you come here real quick? Never mind, screw it. About to be. Catch. That was bullshit, Tony.
A fine statue. I like the handiwork. I will commission a replacement that shows the Knights of Doom. The heroes.
That theme coming in every time.
Magneto. Ah, Hulk. You are the only Avenger who intrigues me. You are all inferior intellects. Whilst you are physically interesting.
What are you doing now?
For my archives.
Doom. I've beat men like you before. I thought I could do it again. I was wrong. But...
Do you have something to say?
You're the planet's last hope.
Oh.
Good luck.
Doom needs no luck.
Sorry, Rogues. I gotta, like, call bullshit on that one. Doom needs no luck. The dude literally had to steal a fucking invite because the champion just didn't even notice he existed. I mean, it doesn't get, like, any more unlucky than that and everything. You basically are, like, you got your own nation, and the champion pretty much, completely forgets you exist. Or doesn't even care you exist. And then when you go and try, like, go to his own place to, basically, get an invitation, get smacked the shit out of his freaking, his own house. You go and try to, like, pay Goblin a visit, get blown out of his house. Magneto a visit, get blown out of his house. The only one that didn't, like, throw him out of his own house or whatever, or throw him out somewhere was Carnage. And if he would have got thrown out of, like, a prison or whatever, it would have been bad.
If they are the planet's only hope, we have no hope.
Well, no, like I said, there was a thing in the comics. I don't know the entirety of it. Basically, it was this Panther God thing that basically said they didn't want to admit they didn't like Doom, but he actually would actually have made the planet a better place. I mean, it would suck like having a planet like running in order, and sorry, I wanted to talk over him, guys, but I just sorry for all the pausing. But my take on it is that yeah, like a planet that's based around absolute order, like what Doom would do and everything, yeah, it would kind of suck. But again, like in his country and everything, people have great health care. They're actually taken care of and everything. It's just like, the problem is like, it's basically if someone like, speaks against Doom or, basically doesn't worship him or whatever, doesn't like, pretty much, just love the ground he walks on. It's basically a spite against him and all that. But outside of that, Doom really actually does take care of his people. It's just a lot of what he does in benevolence is basically to stroke his own ego in ways. But at the same time, you think about like, what like, how like the state of our world right now, I don't really commend Doom for his actions and everything because he is a villain, but he does actually show that he does have like an actual moral side to him. He's got a code he goes by, and he actually does back up a lot of his intelligence. It's just like, one of the key things about him, like I said, is mostly his ego. Like one of my favorite things is the fact in the comics, for those who don't know, he's actually the godfather of one of Sue and Reed's kids and everything. And basically, and he treats her like so compassionately. I remember, I think it was like one of the comics or whatever. I think one like a little thing I had seen where, hilariously enough, I think like Sue and Reed went to get her because like she was visiting Doom, and she greeted Sue as mom, but like said to Reed, "Hi, Reed." So hilariously enough, Doom basically was raising her like to pretty much, just not even like basically she treats like Doom like more of a father than Reed that she treats Reed. But at the same time, I'm also not really the biggest Reed Richards fan myself because like a lot of what I've seen with the Fantastic Four is that a lot of the misadventures they get into is because Reed is his scientific bullshit. But that's the thing. Doom at the end of the day is still a villain. But there have been commendable things he's done and all that. And really, like, a lot of it is just because he really does feel like he can rule the, like, actually make the world a better place. And if it is, like, very extremist, like, you know, ways he go about it. And again, there was that whole Panther God thing that agreed that it would be a better place. And that it said that even with the sense that it doesn't, like, the Panther God doesn't actually like Doom. Like, they couldn't stand him, hated him. But they didn't deny that the world would have been a better place under his rule, even if it would have been, like, with an iron fist. But again, he, you know, in the sense of him offering better health care and basically improving, like, quality of life for people. I think it's, like, pretty much in, like, Latveria, no one goes hungry and everything. It's a lot, you know, it's basically one of those things where he's a double-edged sword. You know, he's done, like, a lot of good stuff, but God knows it doesn't change the fact at the end of the day he is an asshole. But, you know, really him and Magneto are the best out of the four right here. Sorry for all the talking, guys, but Marvel fan here.
For the consequences for everyone on your planet.
Doesn't everyone die if we fail? That's got an appeal. Win or lose, death.
Yeah, because the people in Latveria actually do genuinely love Doom.
Everyone ends up dead, but you won't get hands-on with any of
I guess it's kind of like a thing where they're supposed to, like, the whole thing is that they need to worship him. That's his whole thing. But really, they do it willingly instead of, like, you know, by fear, from what I can gather.
Monsters. What inferiors call their betters when they lack the vision to appreciate our grandeur.
I'm just loving, like, all the monologues here.
Enough words. Shelve your jealousy, servant.
At least we're at the end of this right here, though, Rogues.
Bring forth the master and let us claim my prize.
Okay.
He's gonna be a lot tougher this time. But yeah, of course, like with Doom's story, we literally like fought the final boss at the start. Okay, we already saw this for anything. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. We get right to the fight. Okay, I'm just like skipping things we already seen. All right, here we go. He's probably got like not hold back as much this time, but also. Again, here he goes doing. Yeah, we're not doing that again this time. Now, the way I dealt with like you last time we played or whatever, I'm out for blood this time, dude. What the fudge? Fine by me, buddy. What the hell? Okay, that was bullshit. They knew I had him right there. Start the fight over.
Brace yourself. Final round. Stay still. This will hurt.
Not as much as this, buddy. Nah. Think. Oh, they are totally. They're going back to cheesing again. Wow. It gets me. I came in like with a vengeance on him, and they're going back doing the same thing they did the other day. With like, you know, you can't get caught up, and he starts cheating. That's fine. Talking about, like, you know, cheat again. You're gonna be, and there'll be consequences. What's he doing? Enough. Bullshit. Like, things were going so well, and like I might just go beat him on the first try, and then they did. Okay, you know, I'm not even gonna complain, Rogues. I'm just gonna handle business one way or another. Enough. No, you. You asked for it. Oh my god. Enough. No, you. Round 2, get up. After this cutscene. No, he's gonna make me mad, bro. Screw him.
Such skills. I will spare your world, and the prize is yours. What do you wish for?
Such a difficult decision. Let me consider.
No! Whatever game you're playing, I will be no part of it!
So Maggie's doing the betrayal and not Goblin.
Oh, nice backstab. Classic.
But at least, you know, at least Goblin commented on it.
I am here for one reason, and one reason alone. And I will not risk losing it in Doom's machinations. It's what I've fought for. It's what I always fight for. Deliver me my mutant paradise.
Very well, it shall be done. And
Of course, Doom had a backup plan.
Boss? What's wrong?
Doom! What have you done?
Doom accepts no prize. Doom takes what he wishes. And I prepared for all possibilities. I gathered certain ingredients on our travels. Loki's mind-bending gem.
So the soul gem, pretty much. Well, maybe I don't know if that's a soul gem.
Magic's energy, warped by the champion's presence. And the gamma signature of the Hulk, which can bring infinite strength. Between the three, a spell to capture this not-quite god.
So in other words,
Power will be mine.
Doom like decide just go play Pokemon.
Risking the whole world for your personal gain?
This jackass just went over here to just catch a legendary.
You were the world's protector. What kind of protector would do this?
One who wants to be the very best, apparently.
I protect the Earth as it is mine. It's Doom's world to risk.
very well. You want my power. You will face my full might. I will crush you and your world with a power that can extinguish stars!
Do you really think we can defeat him?
We will. And if we fail, I would rather be dead. Doom is master, or Doom is nothing.
He wouldn't be able to that's the thing, he literally wouldn't be able to live with himself. He lost this guy. But if it was Reed, it'd be worse. I can only imagine if they put Reed in this game, you actually beat, Doom and beat Doom with him.
It seems I am about to add another planet to my collection. Brace yourself.
Yeah, I'm about to add your ass to my collection of cheeks I've collected. By the way, you think that these three are the only ones I got with me? Nah, I got a whole bunch of Doom Bops for your ass.
Know the truth. There is only doom.
Get up. I think better. I mean, he did pummel us a few times before, Doom. Let's just try to make sure history don't repeat itself. Knight's still young. Oh, you're mad, huh? Adorable. Because you're about to be very livid. Well, you kind of are. No, you. I just wanted to do that just so I could walk away from when I was beating him. This guy's got more forms than a Dragon Ball villain. But I do like the way they kind of did like the promoter or whatever. You realize she really, I guess she doesn't really want any part in this, where she's just doing her job, and she probably actually would rather like people stay, you know, live. And then of course it did show that they aren't actually eradicated. They're just like put in little pocket worlds. Okay, one more round. I just can't wait to see Doom's ending. I mean, I'll probably do a poll on YouTube to decide like which of the next the last three teams I'll play as next. Lead up between the X-Men, the Avengers, and the Guardians. Yeah, it definitely has JoJo vibes. Welcome in, Sammy. I mean, this dwarf does look like one of the Pillar Men. All right. Oh, I was gonna call it dibs, but I guess okay. Yeah, we're not gonna. Right. Oh. Hell no. That too. I can do that too. I just have to do a little bit better. Cheap ass hit. You're about to have a bad day, buddy. Yeah, well, you might beat me this time, but I promise you this. You're gonna want to have a headache first. Oh, what the hell? Okay, now that was totally cheap. We still have a headache.
Leave this to me. We'll survive. Not yet. Be gone with you. I summon your demise. What? Right, I am not worthy. Withstand this. Take this. Right, or you will become the champion.
Enough of that.
They can handle this. A worthy how? Good riddance. This is far from over.
Yeah, it looks over to me. Get your ass back up so we can try to finish this.
Close your eyes. I shall make it swift. Final round. Feel the power.
Okay, so yeah, you're mad. Not my problem. But I mean, it could be. Looks like I just did. You're gonna beat me, but you know what? It ain't gonna come easy. I'm done. Oh, you shouldn't have botched that. You better be glad you did that, because that would have been like a very insulting victory for you. But plenty of time for one of those. You mad? I really don't care. Oh my god, here we go. You're not about to beat me that easily. Start next round. Yeah, stop his music. Get up. That's the thing. I ain't running. Get. Yeah, piss me off. I don't think I've actually beaten his ass down that badly before. Now, where you going? Oh, right. Sore loser. You know, you should know you don't want to play an air game with me. Because I got a whole fleet. Someone's getting flustered. Cheap ass. I had him. But you know what? It's fine by me. No you don't. I got tricks too, bitch. Sorry, like, you know, I've got the advantage this time. But I got a friend who wants to see it. Carnage! Looks like I just did. Oh, now, yeah, they say now with the, yeah, here they go. Now they're suddenly letting him counter everything. I really don't like being kicked. Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. It seems like they just rubber band at times. I'll be beating the crap out of him and suddenly he catches up. But you got a lot of catching up to do. That's it. See, it's just... No, not happening. You are not about... See, look at that. It's just like This game can be so cheap. I had him dead to rights, and they let him catch up like that. All right, now where you going? You want this fight? I'll give you one. Oh my God, here we go. Now hold that pose. It's time you got humbled. Yeah, 'cause I was blocking that. Jeez, this guy's cheap as hell. Start the fight over. This seems like the perfect day. Enough of that. You are not, and that's twice now. Like I had the request to actually try to get my. Bullshit. I've had just about enough of you. What in the fuck was that? It's like he just got tougher after I almost beat him before. Wow. Yeah, you keep bent. Cheater. Promise you, there ain't no version of this where you're gonna get an easy win on me. Jeez, it's just... I had him before, and then they just let him catch it, like, do that one stupid attack. Okay, and I was right there where I should have hit him. You're gonna regret this, promise you. And again, if I want to hit my ult on, I'm hitting it. He is not about to, like, you know, get a shutout on me again. Forget it. Now we got even match again. All right, Steroid Smurf, get your ass back up. I wouldn't be teabagging. You ain't won yet. See, it's when it gets me. You think you're the only one that can do that? See, it's just, well, when you start getting an advantage, they like them, like he just starts button reading left and right. And that's it. I'm gonna beat him.
Brace yourself.
Get up. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing that, thank you. And then I try, like, you know, do a counter right there. You can stop kicking me like that. Like I said, I start getting somewhere with it, and what happens? Damn right we will. See, like, literally blocking everything because he's too much of a bitch ass to take a hit. And y'all see, like, you know, that he immediately jumped right when I did the move. That's the only thing I hate, like, when they do all this button reading bullshit. Like, they'll, like, be stupid for a second and suddenly catch up. I'm gonna keep coming back. You apparently just don't know how determined I am, dude, but you're about to find out. But like I said, it's like I'll be hitting him and, like, he'll just, like, be taking every hit, like, right in the face, and suddenly, you know, he'll start, like, you know, every move I do, like, he'll immediately counter it. Just so you know, dude, I really don't like being rushed down. Here we go. No. And of course he gets me. You asked for it.
My genius is endless.
Get up. I get something going and he suddenly catches back up. Just shut up with the warrior spirit, cheater spirit. I'm tired of getting kicked by you. And then he's like, you know, right there, he stayed away from me, like right there, because he knew he was about to get smacked. Yeah, that's my line, thank you. It's just ever since I got that close to beating him before, suddenly it just got like, a whole lot more difficult. Come here. See how you like it. In case you ain't noticed, dude, you kind of pissed me off. Now get up. He made me mad, guys. Sorry about that. Screw. I just locked in right there. I was like, I'm gonna beat him no matter what. Yeah, please play Doom music. Play Doom's music. I want it played this time. Yes. Felt like he was hard to beat that time. It was when I did the Samurai Outriders.
Now, promoter, who is your boss?
Take the job, lady.
Hail, Champion Doom.
Okay, what Egyptian god did he yoink that from?
All should hail me.
Oh, for the love of God, Doom, put your other outfit back on.
Hail me. Righto, my dear betrayer. Fear not, I forgive you. Your little distraction even served Doom's purpose. Speak up. Do you not want your mutant paradise?
Hail Doom.
Oof.
Good. Now, this is only the beginning. But first, I must fulfill my promises.
Which is terrifying. All right, guys. So, yeah, like the ending there was actually shorter compared to the Samurai Outriders one. I know I got a little heated right there at the end, but it just felt like the way like I said before, I don't want like a boss to be too, too easy. But it just kind of frustrated me. Okay. Did he make? Oh no. Oh god, they made Doom Sentinels. Please tell me the Doom bots are in suits. What about Carnage? Oh. Official Hunter. Oh god, they made like Carnage a hero hunter. Okay, yeah, so they definitely made Doom a dick in this ending. They might like the world be in a better place. I don't know about this one now. In this continuity, I don't think so. Yeah, well, Doom did promise him that he would basically, if they won, he would like let Carnage just go and just kill it at his leisure. So, yeah. But, like I said, I know I got heated right there at the end, guys, but it was just because the whole thing with, like, the champion, what y'all might notice, it just felt like his AI was all over the place. Like, it just seemed like it was very Mario Kart levels. Like, when you weren't doing that good, they let you catch up and everything, but then when you were beating the shit out of him, like, suddenly, it's like he was blocking everything. But, like I said, I want like bosses to be a challenge, but they cheese my ass right there. I don't care what anyone says. God damn. But yeah. But either way, guys. So that was like the Knights of Doom story. I still say yes. They got their own team. That's the thing. This actually, because they're doing like a thing where so the way this game works is they have multiple teams here. I've already done like the Samurai Outriders, which was an experience. I mean, out of the two so far, well, that's the thing. Doom's team is the only one here so far that's actually a villain team. The Samurai Outriders one was very, very wholesome. Like, they kind of had a whole thing where basically Loki was taking a face turn, decided that he actually liked being a hero. And it was pretty much, it was very wholesome. Definitely out of the two I've done, like, I absolutely love the Samurai Outriders one. Like, it was just basically this whole thing, like, the whole concept behind it. When you look at it, like, obviously you understand the Avengers, they're obviously going to work well together. That's the whole thing. Same with the X-Men. They're basically like a family. The Amazing Guardians, I have a feeling that will probably be like a whole thing where it's going to be kind of like a silver ragtag group. You got Spider-Man, Star-Lord, Miss Marvel, and Penny Parker. So just like, that's going to definitely be like a team's all over the place as well. But, and I'm just like wanting to see like how like, how Star-Lord's interaction is going to be. But the whole thing with the Samurai Outriders is that you had like this whole ragtag team here. You had like Asgardian God, who basically was just trying to, like, who Thor went missing. He's trying to prove his innocence. You got Ghost Rider, who basically the only reason he's in this, like, thing is because his brother, like, the champion, they basically kidnapped his brother. Blade, who basically steps in to pretty much, try to help him control, like, that side and everything. Kind of like being like a mentor figure. And then, well, you got Deadpool. That's basically, like, you got, like, a demon, you got a god, you got a vampire, and you got Wade. And literally, so much they've done with this game is basically where Deadpool is probably like one of the biggest standouts. Just his entire moveset is basically from other games. Like, pretty much, he pretty much, does move. I mean, they've even like have one move that like goes all the way back to Battle Arena Toshinden from the PS1 era. But yeah, like Deadpool basically is like a walking love letter to fighting games. Like literally one of his specials I accidentally did like during the 10-hour stream has him outright bust out a Mishima and basically like shows like a thing where he tosses them off of like a cliff. So yeah, basically like Deadpool just completely just references like fighting games as a whole, and it's absolutely beautiful. So that's the thing, like the Knights of Doom thing was basically just like the pure villain story, and they didn't disappoint. I just kind of feel like the way they portrayed Doom is that, yeah, he's a villain, but again, there's like some contexts in comics where he's not necessarily, I mean, he's definitely someone like morally, in some senses, you don't really want to follow him, but at the same time, if you got like an extinction level event and everything, and you got like, there's like, worse options out there, you probably want Doom on your side. It's in the sense that the whole thing with Doom is that, like, again, the whole concept behind him is that, yeah, he's definitely done deplorable things in the comics, but, he also has had things he's done that are commendable. I mean, one key thing about him is that the key people of Latveria love him, because he does take care of his people and all that, even though it's the whole thing with him is that pretty much if you're a citizen in Latveria, you have to pretty much, basically kiss his ass. But the whole thing with, I'll just look it up real quick, just kind of give you guys like idea on it, just kind of, so basically done with that, so just kind of, pretty much to give like, an idea on things. Just kind of like, just have that so the music ain't playing. Look it up. It's just they made him like much more tyrannical here, but they definitely did have him on point and everything. Literally, like a lot of this whole thing was because Doom didn't get an invitation in the beginning. That was the funniest thing about the fact that the champion not only ignored him, Doom didn't get a sent invitation. So he had to go out and steal one, which, Goblin already stole one, and because he stole from Spidey. So basically it says, like right here, trade-off security for liberty. Material comfort. Doom assures his people have zero poverty, no unemployment, free advanced healthcare, and fully provided housing. No freedom. Personal privacy does not exist. The country is under 20% of surveillance by Doom and his robot Doombots. That's one of the caveats to it. Harsh punishment. Any dissent, criticism, or act against the state is treated as a severe crime to be punished by swift and brutal consequences. So it's definitely one of those things where it's ruled by an iron fist. Like, the people are taken care of. But also it's basically, if you so much, as, say, like, one little, infraction against Doom or whatever, you're basically going to, have a bad day. But at the same time, what they showed at the beginning of, like, his storyline did kind of show a bit of benevolence, because they had the whole thing where, like, the people were, doing the whole choir in his name. He could easily kill that one dude, but he pretty much told him, like, don't weep and everything. But also I kind of feel like it might have been a whole thing where if he killed him right there in front of those people, whatever, that would have been his image destroyed. But how Papas views him, awed loyalty. Most Latvians revere Doom as a potential provider, paternal provider, protector, and savior who pulled them out of medieval chaos and poverty. Fear and respect. Loyalty is deeply tied to survival. Citizens know they are safe from outside alien attacks or superhero collateral damage as long as they follow the rules. Creating special groups like mutants. Equal citizens. Doom treats Latveria and mutants as part of the state rather than targeting them, expecting them to serve Latveria just like anyone else. Strict utility. Mutants who contribute to his science corps are defense or protect and trained, such as the mutant team, the Seven Daggers of Latveria, but anyone who acts as direct threats face elimination. So it's just one of those things where he's an iron-ruling dictator, but really when you think about it, in some capacities, it's bad that he actually feels like he would be someone better to actually follow than certain rulers we got out there. That I'm not going to go into a political state of things. But, like I said, I try to keep politics off my stream. But I would just say, as bad as it sounds, if they're, like, in a sense of options, I know it sounds really bad, I still will probably actually vote for Doom for president. I know that sounds really bad, like, definitely sounds like, a very controversial take. But the whole thing with Doom is that there are, like, definitely moments in the comics where he does show compassion and everything. Like I said, like, there's Reed and Sue's, like, daughter, who he basically, is the godfather of, because he delivered the baby. But in the sense of it, you can look at, like, probably, like, one of the key reasons why he did that. I mean, yeah, of course, like, obviously Doom's not necessarily entirely purely a monster. But the whole thing with that, let's be real, chances are one of the reasons why he, delivered that baby was so he could have that over Reed's head. The fact he got to name the baby, and then, like, literally, I think there was, like, one comic where, like, Sue and, Reed went to, like, went to get, like, get her, I think her name's Latvia, what was her name? I keep forgetting her name. some of the stuff I don't really like keep up with as much as I should. Valeria, after a woman he once loved in his youth. In Fantastic Four, Volume 3, 54, Sue Storm faced a life-threatening complicated childbirth. With Reed Richards unavailable, Johnny Storm and Human Torch begged Dr. Doom's help. Doom used a combination of science and sorcery to successfully deliver the baby. In exchange for his help, he was granted the right to name the newborn, choosing Valeria. So that's the thing. Doom could have easily said, like, you know, he refused. Because obviously, like, another way he could have spited Reed would have been to just not deliver the baby. You know, he could have done that, like, you know, basically being, like, their only hope. But at the same time, this is Doom we're talking about. What better way for him to spite Reed than not only deliver the baby when Reed wasn't around to basically do it himself, and then name the baby, you know, Valeria, name it after, like, a woman he loved, which is, you know, is definitely, you know, kind of, like, you know, adorable in that right. But again, there was one comment panel I saw, I think, where, like, Reed and Sue went to get Valeria because she had been spending, like, you know, some time with Doom, and I think she greeted Sue as mom, but outright greeted Reed as Reed. So, yeah. Doom isn't necessarily a monster. He's a very flawed character and all that. I think, like, there's even some comic continuities where he actually has, like, because him, Ben, you know, the Thing, and Reed, like, all went to, like, the same school together, went to college together. Some continuities, Doom actually has a picture of Reed and, you know, Ben. So he does have, like, that respect for Reed. It's just as one of those things where he would never admit it, you know, and of course, the key thing is that he might have that respect, but that hatred for Reed, you know, probably, you know, definitely exceeds it. Because there's no one that, you know, Doom hates more than Reed. But again, he has done good things, and there is, like, you know, like, good examples like Earth's Mightiest Hero, the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. There's one part where he actually goes and visits Tony, you know, Iron Man, and basically gives him something that can help out, like, you know, the crisis is going on. But when you really would probably think about it, two reasons he would be doing that. One, his ego, knowing that, you know, that the Avengers would owe him, or basically will be in his debt. And also, like, what world, like, you know, there's, like, what world, you know, it's in the sense that if the world is destroyed, Doom can't rule it. One of the key things right there with the whole thing with the champion is that, you know, he wanted to beat the champion's ass because the world got destroyed. Doom wouldn't have a world to rule. So it's just so much of it, like, you know, boils down to Doom just being a very self-centered, condescending ass, but he does have, like, moments where he actually is kind of redeemable. Another thing, like I was saying, there's, like, this one comic thing where I believe it was, like, the whole thing with Mephisto. We know, again, that Doom, anything that, you know, the main thing he hates is someone looking down on him in any way, trying to, like, look down on him or saying, like, you know, basically expressing anything other than, you know, praising his graces. So the fact that this dude had, you know, struck a bargain with Mephisto where I think, like, every year, every so often, he would challenge Mephisto for, like, the soul of his mother, and every time Doom lost, the people in Latveria would hate him more. That shows how much he loved his mother and everything. You know, basically, he would be willing to risk, you know, his people hating him. One of the main things that Doom, you know, being so self-centered, like, you know, would just absolutely just make him, like, have an aneurysm, like, you know, people, like, you know, like, not liking him or saying anything negative about him, but he'd be willing to do that for the soul of his mother. Yeah, and that's the thing. Main thing about Doom, he's a cocky ass motherfucker, but he backs it up as the thing. You know, that's one reason why, if you got, like, an extinction level event going on, one of the best people, as sad as it sounds, to have on your side would be Doom. Because the thing about him is that in some ways he's like Batman. You know, you have, like, you know, some, like, you know, basically you have, like, other characters, they'll probably try to brute force their way through something or whatever. Doom would plan in advance, you know, basically to kind of figure out, like, you know, what it is that, you know, that's, you know, is a threat, and figure out how to make it not, you know, make it, like, not a threat before the fight even starts. Good example, like what we saw, like, you know, with Tōkon here tonight. On the way to, like, go fight a champion, Doom was collecting ingredients for, like, you know, means to actually, you know, basically, you know, capture the champion. You know, because he, at the beginning, he's, like, fought the champion, didn't, like, there wasn't a single scratch on him. It's like, okay, well, you know what? I can't actually beat him. He was holding back. I'm going to just catch him. You know, I'm going to pretty much, you know, just, you know, imprison him and take his powers for myself. And that's really what makes Doom such a massive threat. I think, like, you know, even, like, you know, with the Marvel stuff, I think with, like, Doomsday, I think, like, there was a thing with Thor, I think he was saying, like, I haven't actually really seen much of the trailers of Doomsday. I've been trying to, like, you know, let that, a lot of that be a surprise. But I think one of the things is, like, this Thor has pretty much said that, like, you know, they haven't, like, he hasn't seen them face a threat like Doom, like this. And that's even compared to Thanos. The thing with Thanos is that, okay, he got the Infinity Gauntlet and pretty much had that goal that he wanted to succeed in and everything. But what makes Doom so dangerous is the fact that he's his genius intellect, sorcery, technology and everything. He's got like all these different ways that he can go about being a step ahead ahead of someone. To me, he definitely kind of feels like one of the closest things that Marvel. I mean, obviously, like as far as heroes are concerned, I feel like one of the closest things that Marvel has to has the Batman, if not Iron Man, would be Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a really good example of because someone who's rich, has all these gadgets, has like fighting prowess. And I feel like probably between the two of them, Batman would probably be like the better fighter. But outside of that, of course, Black Panther would be like another good example. Probably like even maybe more of an example of a Batman, Batman as a Marvel, like what Batman would be like as a Marvel character. Because T'Challa has the resources, the intellect, and, fighting skills and all that. But from a villain standpoint, I feel like a really good example would be Batman. Would be Doctor Doom as would be a good example of Batman as a villain. But as far as but I also feel like in a lot of ways, Doctor Doom is the opposite of Tony, Iron Man. Kind of to me feels like, if Iron Man was a villain and, was able to use magic as well. So again, Doom is definitely a villain. But that was the key thing about tonight, because they kept on saying, everyone was frowning on Magneto, saying you're better than this. But, it's obviously in the sense of, I kind of feel like, out of the four of them, Carnage and Goblin were actually the worst of between them when you think about it. They basically, killed just to kill and were just homicidal. Doom pretty much has a mission for what, has a mission behind what he does. And really a lot of it is that he wants to try to better the world, even if unfortunately it'll be through Iron Rule. Trying to see I'm going to look at this one last thing here, guys. Just kind of. The Wakandian Panther God did not endorse Doctor Doom's rule, but instead saw that Doom genuinely purely believes his total control is the only way to save humanity. Pure intent. Bass looks deep into Doom's soul. The God sees no lies or hidden selfish tricks in a specific moment. Doom truly thinks he is doing what is best for the world. So even if Doom is a very arrogant, jackass, at the same time, he's very arrogant. That's part of his nature. But he really does have that belief that he can better the world and, actually, do good, by, the world under his rule and everything. Bass recognizes Doom's absolute self-delusion. The God sees that Doom envisions a peaceful future under his iron fist where he fixes hunger and war through absolute obedience. So it's really in the sense that, the way he wants to go about it isn't the best, but he does have good intentions. The fact he does want to end hunger, he does want to end war. It's just the thing is, it's kind of like a fear-mongering concept. A lot of what he wants to do probably would be by instilling fear and demanding respect and all that. And no actual approval. Fans and readers often debate the scene. Bass does not say Doom's dystopian world is good or right. Bass only confirms that Doom's twisted conviction is completely sincere. So regardless if it is right or wrong, he does have sincere intentions. It's just, it's actually a very twisted concept of it. It's not it's a pure, mind's a pure thing he wants, but it's the means to an ends to get to it. It's kind of in those things, in the sense of he would definitely be one that would go the whole route of the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few and all that, instead of actually trying to find a proper solution where everyone on both sides is benefited. But still, it's just that's basically the whole sense of how complex of a character he is. It's in some ways you want to root for him, but you feel like shit if you do. Compared to how it would be with Carnage. If Carnage ruled the world, how's he gonna make the world a better place? Killing every single person that exists so there's no one actually do anything bad. But then, of course, Carnage wouldn't want to do that because it means he wouldn't be able to kill anyone else. But again, that's just what I like about some of these characters who are very complex, don't really have that, who have there's villains, but they do some ways have a moral gray area to an extent. But I do like the fact that Doctor Doom is getting a lot more recognition, even though he is one of the most popular and one of the best Marvel villains of all time. Me personally, I feel like he definitely is the best Marvel villain. Juggernaut's my favorite. But it's kind of in the sense that, we got a DLC coming out from Marvel Cosmic Invasion. They haven't said what new characters we're gonna play as, but where it's gonna be a Doctor Doom DLC. And we got Doomsday coming out in December and all that. And we have this whole thing with Marvel Tōkon, where we had this whole Doctor Doom playable, and out of the stories I played so far, between that and the Ghost and the Samurai Outriders. Samurai Outriders is definitely my favorite so far. But I really did like what they did with the whole Knights of Doom thing. And I know I was definitely talking a lot there, and I do apologize for that, guys. But, at least I was showing, compared to some who probably will play a game and just be playing it just for the hell of it and all that because others are playing it. who really probably wouldn't be showing much excitement for it. You guys saw like, I was playing this as a Marvel fan. I was playing this because I love like, you know, Marvel comics. I love comic books in general. And I was right here fanboying. It's just, there were a few points I feel like I talked a little bit too much. I paused like the cutscenes and everything. You know, I was trying to pause like some of the stuff like during like the cutscenes we already saw like in the previous stream that had nothing to do with like the Knights of Doom stuff, not the unique stuff. So, definitely enjoyed it. You know, it was really fun, like just kind of like going in and playing it. I just kind of like, you know, but honestly, what it's really just had me wishing for, I noticed, I mean, considering the fact you guys like know how much I, of course, like love TMNT. If Arc System Works ever actually did get behind like doing like a TMNT fighting game that delivered on stuff like this, it would be a day one buy for me as well. It would be a day zero buy for me. I mean, I would just love to see like a proper like you know, modern TMNT fighting games. We had like you know, tournament fighters back in the day, and I think that was like one of the main like, you know, actual TMT fighting games that we had. I would love to see like us get like some kind of TMNT fighting game, you know, with Arc System Works like doing it, because you know the thing is, Arc System Works has handled, you know, licensed properties so well. Dragon Ball FighterZ was such an amazing time. They've done like so good with Marvel Tōkon. I would love to see them do something for TMNT. And even though like, you know, of course NetherRealm Studios has done the stuff for Injustice, it would be, I mean, I thought it would actually be pretty badass if we actually did get some kind of DC fighting game based around the same systems that, you know, the VAR System Works actually was able to helm like a DC game. But I don't know how like that would go again with NetherRealm Studios having that, like, you know, that and everything. But yeah, I mean, I think it would just be pretty cool if we did get something like that, but I doubt it would happen. So I'd love to see like something for TMNT. I would love to just see like a 2D, you know, fighting game, like very much like Tōkon. But like I said, I don't know the likelihood of that happening. Not to mention, you know, because one key thing is that we've actually had like the TMNT in like, you know, DC Comics. But that's also the thing about the Turtles. They're basically like Wreck-It Ralph, like the Wreck-It Ralph of like, you know, comic books and everything, and that they basically show up everywhere. So, and also especially with IDW stuff, where they've had so many different crossovers. Because like with IDW, I mean, I can't remember if like they had like the Turtles and Transformers, but you know, like Ghostbusters, they had IDW stuff for like the Ghostbusters, Transformers, TMNT. And they did have like a crossover between TMNT and the Ghostbusters. Can't remember if they did like, you know, Transformers. But also, let's not, you know, of course, like, you know, with Godzilla being an IDW property, the TMNT Godzilla, you know, as you guys see back there, can't really see that probably that well, because I've got like, you know, the, well, just to show you guys right here. I got my, you can probably like to see my TMNT, you know, Godzilla, like, you know, pop figures there. And the collection for TMNT Godzilla is finally coming out next month, so I'm going to be getting my hands on that as soon as I can. But it's just, that's the thing, you know, the Turtles basically show up everywhere, more or less. So it would be cool if we did get like an Arc System game based around them. Because, you know, because the main key thing is, you think about the Turtles roster, you know, like, they would have like, you know, such like, you know, so many different characters they could put into it. Because, you know, the Turtles, of course, have their own rogues gallery. You know, you have the Turtles themselves. And they have, like, so many, you know, multiple allies they could bring in, as well as villains. You know, so you could, of course, like, have, you know, you have Shredder. That's the obvious one. But then you got, of course, have Armagon. I keep forgetting. It's the shark. I have, you know, a hard time pronouncing his name at times. But him, Leatherhead. How they bring in Tempestra from, like, the, you know, the Fred Wolf cartoon. But, you know, you have, like, Horse Bebop and Rocksteady will be given. Slash. And then, like, you know, for the Turtles themselves, like, you know, of course, Casey Jones would be, like, you know, a given to play as. But, you know, in some continuities, like, you know, in the 2003 stuff, you know, April O'Neil was able to hold her own against, like, the Foot herself, because, you know, Splinter taught her. And also in the Genesis version of like, Tournament Fighters, April was playable. But they have, like, such, like, a massive, you know, pool of, like, different, you know, characters they could bring in. Like, Old Hob in some capacity, have him, like, you know, a gun focal fighter. Like I said, like, of course, all four Turtles. Have, like, you know, like, maybe, like, a DLC for, like, The Last Ronin or something. You know, of course, like I said, Shredder, Baxter Stockman, Leatherhead. I keep forgetting like the mole rat, like the rat, like the mole with like the miner or whatever, like the miner hat and everything. But the point is, I mean, Mutagen Man, bring him in maybe. I mean, there's so many characters they could like, you know, pull in for a fighting game for that, because they got such a massive roster they could you know, choose from. But like I said, I don't know exactly how something like that would go about. But, you know, people would lose if we got like a dedicated TMNT fighting game, like, you know, for modern times. And Arc System Works would be like the main ones I would actually like to see, like, helm something like that. Because one of the key things with them is that with Marvel Tōkon, you know, it's obviously out there. It's well known, like, how, like, Capcom, as much as I love them, is, like, you know, is for, like, how they've done such a great job with, like, fighting games over the years. They dropped the ball with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And that's one reason I think a lot of people like Tōkon, because it basically did like a lot of stuff that you know, it kind of like seemed like it was a bit of them trying to improve on like what, like basically to make up for what like Capcom did with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. You know, we got 4-on-4 fighting, basically where you have to like knock them across stages like to get new fighters in. You had like they actually brought back in the X-Men, who were completely, you know, taken out of Infinite, even though, like, you know, when you think about it, the Marvel vs. series started with the X-Men, because the very first technical Marvel vs. game was X-Men Children of the Atom, which did count as a Marvel vs. Capcom, because Akuma was a hidden character in it. So that actually was literally like the first Marvel vs. Capcom game. Then you had like Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, the 3 Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, 1, 2, and 3, and Infinite. And so Tōkon just feels like they did so much to try to, like, you know, make up for what Capcom did with Infinite. And what it did take for Infinite to be fixed? Fan support. Like, you know, the Infinite and Beyond, like they did that, like fans did that update where they brought in like a whole bunch of new characters, or I think they made it cell shaded, like, you know, did like different mechanics and all that, made the game look better. And then of course Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, like the Community Edition, they brought like a whole bunch of fighters people wanted, like Talbane, Onslaught, Juggernaut, characters that, you know, some even that, I mean, I really like Juggernaut. I think was actually supposed to be in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. There were a few that were actually supposed to be brought in, but they didn't do so. I think like the Fantastic Four were also supposed to be put into it, but they couldn't figure out how to, so they just instead put in Super Scroll. Sorry for all the rambling here, guys. But yeah, I'm hoping we would get like maybe some kind of TMNT fighting game, but I'm just also like waiting to see like what else Arc System does with Tōkon, because we do have like our first DLC characters announced, which was like Phoenix Cyclops. So I'm hoping that we're gonna get like other characters, we're gonna get like more teams, and with that, would mean like more story modes as well. Because I think that'd be pretty cool. If like, you know, I would love for them to at least like possibly like raise like the number of teams up to like 10 or at least 8. Like add at least 3 more teams in. Because I'm thinking like the Phoenix Cyclops one. I'm wondering how they're gonna go with that. It could be like some kind of cosmic team. So I think it would be pretty neat if we got like Cyclops, of course, and if they put in something like Silver Surfer, maybe like Cosmic Ghost Rider, or whatever. But I'm really like, as far as like other characters I'd like to see them bring in, I'd like to see them bring in Venom. I'm still like, you know, hoping that we're gonna get Moon Knight and Daredevil. I got one of my wishes with Deadpool. They brought Deadpool in, but it would be cool like maybe we got Sabretooth, Juggernaut. I mean, there's like so many other characters they can bring in for this, but we just had to like wait and see. But anyway, with that being said, guys, all the rambling out of the way, we're gonna try to do a raid to wrap things up, and I'm gonna go and call it here. My back is still giving me a little bit of trouble. As I explained, like I pulled it like recently, and I was hoping it was gonna be. I think I like pulled it like last week, and it hasn't exactly healed up yet. So I haven't even really been in the gym like the entirety of like this week like I normally would be. I think I went in like, you know, Tuesday and then went in today, and I'm definitely not gonna be going in tomorrow because I don't want to risk it, because that's gonna be deadlifts and everything. And I'm gonna definitely just try to take like make this like a 3-day rest day thing, and give me an Epsom salt bath after I make, you know, dinner tonight. Because tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna be off. Like, it's gonna be my off day from streaming as well. And as far as that's concerned, I'm also going to be helping out Mega D343 with something. Because for those on the Twitch side of things, just kind of go and tell you all this, because he's already kind of announced it anyway. Mega D343 said he's actually going to start multi-streaming between Twitch and YouTube soon, because he's been purely on YouTube. So whenever you guys have seen like him pop up on the streams, he's either been like, you know, doing a content on the YouTube side, or just like not even really streaming at all, not even doing any content at all. He's going to be coming back over to Twitch, because he did stream on Twitch like years ago. So what this means is that 3 members of Senpai Tsushinobi are going to be on Twitch as well as YouTube. Because it's kind of like the thing that I'm going to be like multi-streaming still between Twitch, YouTube, and also Valora. Amber is going to be primarily on Twitch. Though I think she said she was considering like, you know, maybe looking into Valora herself. Just for like some quality of life stuff on there that's actually going to make things easier for her and like for some things she's doing. But it's gonna be me and Mac are gonna be the like multi-stream between Twitch and YouTube, and I guess Amber will be like, you know, Twitch and Valora if she does start doing multi-streaming. But that'll be something, of course, for her to talk to you guys more about like in time, as she hopefully like figures out what she's gonna do. But yeah, so I'm gonna be like trying to help him. He said he asked for my help with like some, you know, Twitch stuff and everything, so I'm gonna be helping like, you know, him out with that tomorrow. But yeah. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and like try to see who's live that we can raid. And I'm hoping that whenever I do get a new chair, that'll hopefully help out with my back a little bit too. But let me see. Okay, I already got one already. Because he's live. We're gonna go throw one at Ado Beard, guys. Great guy. He's actually been like very supportive of me through a lot I've been dealing with lately and everything. So, hey, of course, Rizzy, it's not a problem. Thank you for stopping. It's always great to see you. Even though I was definitely raging a bit, like at that last ball, I was like wanting to just slap him around. I hated that guy. But thankfully, Lee, I think it's just because like the team I had. But I'm pretty sure once I go in, God knows I just saw like just how bad my hair. I'm so sorry for how my hair looks here, Rogues. Between sweating and it was already looking bad. Jeez, I just noticed because I looked up at the camera and everything. Damn. Yeah, it was because like I went to the gym earlier. Again, already tired. My back's killing me and everything. So I had to look out of it. And again, I'm in like an oven right now in my room and all that. Even with this fan that I got going right now. So thankfully, it's gonna be fall starting next month. Can't wait. But as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to be going right there. I'm going to make some food. I'm going to be going right there in my air-conditioned room with like a cold drink. Yeah. So yeah, let me go and get this raid thing together here. So yeah, see if I get it right this time. I sometimes do the big botchy. But yeah, like I said, but that being said, guys, with this, worked. Oof. But with this, well, I'm just like naturally cold, like natured. I don't do well in the summer. I'm naturally cold natured. But like Ado Beard. But yeah, but with that, guys, next stream will be Saturday, where me and Emerald 17 and maybe Mickey D343. I don't know if he's gonna join us or not, but we're gonna be checking out the Into the Abyss update for Grounded 2 for the first time. And Sunday, as already explained, we're gonna be checking out the demo for I sent play on the Discord. We're gonna be checking out the demo for Broke Wizards. And as far as I can gather, it's a 6-player thing. So if anyone, I mean, I know it's going to be me and Big D43. Amber may be joining in, depending on like how she's feeling. So if anyone else wants to join in, we should have like 3 more slots at the very least, 2 or 3. But with that said, we're going to raid Ado Beard. And exclamation point raid right here. So there's the raid call. I'm also going to try to figure out exactly what's going on.
For a good amount of money, or you're trying to do like crafting, you're trying to buy stuff so you don't have to like...
Alright, there you guys go. So
grind for all of it. It really...
Okay.
You have to do all the grinding. You have to do everything like that.
Yeah, we'll have to get them on the Discord and everything. But with that said, Rogues, I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, Saturday.
I know you can play for
and me and my friends will see you Saturday and Saturday and Sunday. But until next one, Rogues, much love. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for watching.
But we'll take it.